back. Today we have our guest star here.
It's Chunky the Dawn, man. You already know what it is. What's up, peoples?
Yes, sir. And
welcome back, sir.
Yes, sir.
And today we just want to ask. I got a random question because it hit me a little while ago. Let's say you hit the lottery for some good money. Well, it doesn't matter. My thought is, what do you spend your first $1 million on?
For me?
Yeah, sure.
I'm investing it. The reason why I'm investing it is because I need to keep my money recycling. Keep moving.
But you got a lot of it. Let's say, give you a big number. You got $100 million. Your first million, you have $1 million right now that you did not have yesterday, and you got more coming.
Okay.
What do you do?
Still investing it.
God damn it.
Because that's how the rich stay rich.
Talk to him.
So what you gonna do for fun?
After I made my investments and, I formulate a plan on how to spend that money wisely, then I know I'm going to have fun.
That don't even sound fun. What year you gonna start having fun? Cause it don't sound like this year.
You can start. Say I win the lotto now, right? On this day today.
Today. Well, let's say Saturday, so you can really have a good.
All right, say Saturday.
Day. Right, because you gotta wait till Monday to go to the main capital, right?
No. Okay, I want to prove you just won. You just walked out of there with a damn big check and you on your way to the bank. Okay. What are you going to do when you leave the bank?
Okay, when I leave the bank, I'm definitely going to invest. Excuse me, I'm going to invest.
Okay.
And after I do the investments, right, make sure that everything is aligned up in the first couple of hours. Because remember, this is my first week of having $100 million.
Yes, it is.
So when my investments are taken care of, a couple of properties are bought.
Okay.
My name is on that paper. That I own it.
Okay. And now what?
Now I'm making sure I'm paying taxes off for the next 6 months.
Stab somebody. Okay.
And
all the bad shit done.
Nah. So look, wait. The reason why I said that because after after that said is done, remember now I have residual income coming in now. Okay. So my money is gonna be playing. So now I could go and say $5 million. Let me go to Cabo.
Okay.
Let me go to Abu Dhabi. Let me go to Dubai.
Now see, this is what I was getting to.
And bring the family with me, family and certain friends, because everybody can't come.
My bad. I'm evil. You staying married. I didn't even think about talking about the family. Huh? I mean, I love them, but damn. Rolling with the fellas. Okay. So. And what else? What you at?
And then come back and make some more investments.
This man here.
Okay. So I see it's eating you up over here. So what would you do with $100 million?
No.
I'm sorry.
No,
what would you do with your first meal? How about that?
Well, don't get me wrong, because I'm just like you. You gotta, even though I'm acting crazy, everybody, you gotta build your foundation. Say that again.
He's not acting.
No. No, seriously. So the moms, the kids, the money in the bank, all of that got to be taken care of. But afterwards, I'm like, I want to get kicked out of some countries. I'm gonna take some fellas. I want to party so hard. They be like, I want the federales to escort us to the airport and tell us not to come back.
Fast and the Furious shit right now.
He said he wouldn't get kicked out of the country.
Dude,
I already you say get kicked out of America than other countries because depending how it happens here, you might want to be able to get out. You might get stuck. So we get stuck here.
Wait! I ain't trying to cause. I'm trying to have a good time. I want to party so hard. They like, yo, we don't need your kind here.
We could die. Hold on, we could die already without the money. So
yeah, I'm not trying to do party for hard labor.
What?
Like China,
dude,
like Japan.
If literally, listen,
Korea.
I'm gonna tell you, this is off the wall. I would have a stripper who in my house 8 hours. Her job is to dance butt naked in the corner.
8 hours.
It could be 3 or 4. Y'all can rotate. I don't care, but that's your job. You come to my house, she's gonna be like a moving statue in the corner.
You gonna have a midget stripper too?
Yo, I ain't never thought about it.
So you want an unlimited supply.
There will be auditions.
Oh Lord.
I'm serious. I'm like, that's how wild my life gonna be. Like, hey Ed, and y'all gonna walk in like, hey, not Ed, sorry, edit that. I'm like, yo, Seth, is that a naked bitch in your corner? I'm like, you goddamn right.
That's almost worse than hangover and having a tiger. Like Mike Tyson having a real tiger.
That'll probably take a week or two.
Week or two for what?
There will be tigers.
Not a panther?
Shit, let's see what I can get.
Oh, man.
I'm serious.
I'm
Look,
definitely getting
I've been.
monkey.
Well, just know I'm not
poor
visiting.
I've been poor so long that I really am gonna put like, if let's say you hit some crazy like 100 million,
Yeah.
50 million going into investments. I don't care if it's stocks,
logical
bonds, property, but I am going to live like I've seen people do on TV. I'm going to do what they did. That's all I'm going to say. But I want to be me. But there will be strippers.
Plenty of strippers.
Plenty of strippers. Yeah. Don't let me hit for that billion. Remember when they had that $1 billion?
Man.
Dude, I was like,
Well, first off,
I was going to just build a castle.
You was going to probably go like 800.
Right, 100 million, but still.
I don't care. I was going to make a damn castle. I want a castle with a moat.
Hey, just think about it. There's some people who've been athletes or actors for all these years, never made $1 billion. You get what I'm saying? So one lucky hit, you have 800 million. Wow.
And it's over. Once again, 400,
listen,
half of it, period.
was that 3 years ago now? So we got some more year, and then we'll, after hit 10 years, like, where's he now?
You know that's going to happen again, right? You know that's going to happen again.
Of course, man. Have you played it lately?
They're going to... No, but everybody's been winning lately. Because if you look, every time it goes up, it goes right back down. So there's a lot of people... They're not winning a whole lot, but they're winning. And that's all that matters.
Right.
They're going to... Now, they're going to do it again where they're going... No numbers are going to match. And people are going to keep investing and investing and investing and investing. There's going to be $1 billion and a quarter.
Exactly.
And then you're going to be like, okay. Then one person going to hit.
And it's going... I don't know. They don't really like one person to hit that kind of money.
But that's what happened the last time. One person hit.
Like...
Yeah, but I think he spent like almost like 50 grand in tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
If you lose, that was stupid.
Right.
But if you hit, that was a smart investment.
Yep. Damn right.
I mean, I was seriously. I like buy a town. I pull a Warren Buffett. I buy everything for like 5 miles in every direction. Rename that junk.
The Black Wall Street.
Nah.
I'm definitely doing that.
It's probably going to be a little bit more horse than that. Sorry.
Hey,
I'm not a
you
sex
know what?
addict, but I can't afford to be.
Hey, but you without my money, you still can have your own little Black Street though. Not Black Street, but Black Wall Street.
See. Well, okay. All right. Let's
2.0.
Let's kick it a nickel. Forget having fun. As black men, what are you going to do positive for your community? Let's hear that one.
Oh man, I'm thinking on the Wakanda side. Talking about like I'm not going to the middle class black folks. I'm going to the pole.
All right, let's hear it.
Whole people. I mean, it's struggling. And what I would do, I'm gonna go to the community and all the buildings that no one owns or run down, or people going to do drugs, or people get kidnapped and killed and other stuff. Buy all those properties. I'm gonna clean them up. That's the houses, right? I'm gonna put in jobs in those areas. I'm gonna put in I'm not mine's going crazy now. So I'm not gonna put in the McDonald's or the KFCs.
Nope.
No. None of that in my neighborhood.
We've been experimenting on that for a decade, so that's out of the case. I'm putting juice bars, I'm putting Planet Fitnesses, healthy stuff.
I can't have some wings though.
I mean, you still got some wings.
Okay.
I'm just not going to put those Popeyes and stuff in those communities.
Okay. I need some wings.
Yeah, I mean, the food's good and all, but I'm trying to help the low import black people class to get on a better place. So buy all the homes, fix them up, put in good restaurants, healthy restaurants, juices, bars, all that good stuff there. And then I'm going to go to the school, the education. We're going to wipe out. First off, I'm going to go ahead and make sure the teachers are getting paid, right? Because if you're getting paid $20,000 a year to teach kids and they are bad as ever, you're not going to really care. You just want to get your paycheck and leave, right? So I'm going to make sure the teachers are getting paid from top to bottom. Maybe the principal so much because he's already getting paid. But for everyone else below, making sure they're getting paid. Because if people are getting paid good money, they're gonna work a little different.
Yep, they're gonna work.
Right?
It's gonna be completely different.
I'm gonna go ahead and put money into the school. Now, I'm not gonna write a check. I'm actually gonna be in those schools as far as development. Meaning like, okay, we want to turn this lab into, we can give all new computers, or nowadays, everybody get an iPad. I'm gonna have a storage backed up with iPads.
So is the iPad going to be in a case where it can't leave, or you're gonna be able to walk around with it?
I'm gonna give them two options. I have one they can have in class, and one they can take home with them. So technically, you really. I mean, it depends. I don't know. I didn't get that far yet, but I'm gonna make sure that everyone has the latest and greatest school supplies, right? And because I'm a parent. I mean, I'm a dad, right? Parent, whatever. And every time I turn around, there's a fundraiser for building up. So I'm gonna make sure that's all out the way. I'm gonna make sure that the kids got all the school supplies.
Amen,
make sure. Definitely. That's because I mean,
I just have a truckload of school supplies dropped off at every school in the zip
code. Yeah. I'm not gonna listen. I'm not even going. I mean, I might do it, but I'm not gonna have one of them big back to school programs. Everybody come in. And, no. I'm gonna put the stuff in the school. So when a kid comes to school and they don't have something,
it's not.
There is a supply room that's gonna be monitored. If someone goes in and gets scanned in, there's a camera in there, so nothing turns up missing. Because at the end of the day, we know how people with stuff just turn up missing. But make sure it's locked down, secure. Everybody can get to it. But if a kid don't have something, no biggie. You go and get it, they have it, right? But even, and then so I'm putting money in school to build the schools up. Because that's where it starts out with the youth, the schools. Then on top of that, I'm going to create after-school programs. Good after-school programs. That's going to teach you about managing your checkbook, credit, real life, real life skills.
I thought you was going to make an after-school program where, they tell you to, shut up and dribble.
No.
Wait. Some real sports program.
I'm not. I just being sarcastic.
Skills.
Yeah, life skills, of course, that we didn't learn.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely, like with them after school programs, they're gonna learn trades. Because I mean, doesn't matter how much money you throw at somebody. Everybody's brain doesn't learn the same, right? So some kids not gonna be able to go to Howard or go to the top schools or whatever, right? Oh, well, yeah. With that being said, I make sure that when kids go kind of like LeBron James, right? The kids that go to my schools and they success, they will get a full ride scholarship if they go to a black college. Full ride.
Okay.
And even if they're a star athlete, no, you ain't going to Ohio State. No, you ain't going to Notre Dame. You ain't going to the U to make them money. No, you can go to a black school and we're going to build up the black universities, right? Right? But I jumped the gun a little bit. But make sure though the kids have trades, right? So with all that being said, I'm trying to build up those small communities so they can get better. I'm going to have better, and also I hate to say this, but I'm going to make sure that the police officers in those communities are paid well too, but also retrained. And also I'm going to push for I need to have a police officer who look like the people who live there, right? I can't have a cop who lives 3 different counties away in a white neighborhood come to a black community.
And the only time you ever seen a black person is on TV.
Exactly. And then come to the poor neighborhood and then tell the kids, be so rude to them, but they don't understand the lifestyle because they're not where they live, right? You don't have our black cops in those white neighborhoods. You have white cops in white neighborhoods. So why we got white cops in black neighborhoods? No. Now, I guess we got to have a diverse, so it's not all black, but it's going to be more black than white.
Okay. I only want to disagree with you on that part. Just that part. That diversity stuff, nah. You know what? We are better off by ourselves. We can police ourselves. We can watch out for ourselves. If you look at, not that I want to take it off because I was liking a lot of questions, but from a historical standpoint, this integration thing ain't working out for us the way they thought it would.
I can't disagree.
So, yeah, black people policing black people teaching black people is the way I go. That's all I want to say. That ain't the topic we want to explore today. Keep going.
It's a good one too, though. We can tackle later on. But yes, I get that 100%. It makes sense because if young black kids see other black people in other positions and feel like, okay, I can do this too. It's not always so negative, right? So I'm definitely going to make sure that the police department is more for the people, not against the people, right? And the reason why I'm starting at the ground level with the kids, the education, and now the cops, because drugs are everywhere. Facts. So to be clear, they're not just in the black neighborhood; they're in the white neighborhoods as well. Let's keep it 100.
Oh boy, sorry.
So because it doesn't matter, if I go to a neighborhood right now and try to change it, you still gonna have the OGs that still run the block, meaning selling drugs. And all of a sudden, I'm this new rich guy coming in trying to save everyone. I'm messing up their money, right? Because I'm taking their money because now people are now investing the money into the kids. They're not selling drugs now because they have other opportunities. So that's be a conflict. But that's why I want to start with the ground level with all the young kids, the school program. Because what happens when these kids are not successful in school? What do? They drop out of school. What
they
do after that?
Gangs, they sell drugs.
Exactly.
They start robbing people.
Exactly. Home invasion and all.
But it's funny that you said that about you stepping on somebody's pockets when it comes to the OGs, right? But one thing I've learned is a lot of these OGs are not OGs, because if you look at all the real drug cartels and the big shots, they weren't running just a neighborhood; they were running a whole coast.
That's true.
They were running from coast to a Caribbean country to a Central American country. They had a whole team pilots. You mad because I'm taking around $100,000? These motherfuckers is missing and making millions of dollars in less than a day.
That's true.
Wow.
But also, what they're doing though, they're taking the young youth people who are really uneducated about the street, and that's why they're so reckless. They don't understand code, meaning that you don't shoot women and kids, right? These young boys, they just run the street because they just try and get the money quick in the way they can, right?
That's a fact.
So that's why I'm saying, like, we got to tackle the youth first, because that's how you're going to change everything. You tell the youth, listen, there's more to life than the street hustle and gangs and listen, it's cool to listen to music, hip hop, whatever, and watch the videos, but let's be real. That's not the real lifestyle. They lying to you. They tell you they popping pills, but they really don't. They didn't say it because you believe it. So,
yo, I'm gonna rein this back in.
Go ahead.
See, the problem is this is like 17 different conversations. You don't
I know, right?
I ain't mad at you because each one of these needs to be discussed. Each one needs to be chopped the hell up.
That's what we doing. Chopping.
Yeah, because once again, we ain't gonna get into the drugs. I would add to it. You can't have a drug cartel without government involvement. Whatever government, this ain't. And so it gets complicated.
Yeah. Sorry.
I want to see Mexico. Seriously, you can't have exactly.
Talk to him.
And so, but yeah, I agree. A lot of what you said, I agree with. We got to start in 4 or 5 different places at the same time.
Facts.
This involves, personally, I'm not religious. Don't believe in Christianity, but on the other hand, the black church is a foundation of the black community. So you will need, if you will need to touch base with I ain't gonna say you need to find a pastor you can trust.
That don't touch kids.
That's easy. We not Catholics.
Oh, my bad.
Don't touch other people's wives.
That too.
But no, you know what? You need to find a pastor that you can trust up to a point.
That doesn't own a plane.
And will not own a damn plane. And so that you go to the church, and you're gonna get that segment of your peoples that'll support that. So find a small church, help them build it up. But it's a reason for it. Personally, way off topic, this is political. I'm about sick of black churches not saying nothing political about any damn thing.
Because most of them black church leaders is the one that's Trump supporters. Let's be real. Or they're the face of Trump's,
No. Well, I'll tell you, because if you've never heard of it, there's a thing called FBI, right? And it's not the Federal Bureau of Investigation. It's called Faith-Based Initiative. This allows the federal government to subsidize churches. And now, with that being said, most of these churches are on the government's payroll since the 60s. AKA, that's why you haven't seen black leaders speak out about a damn thing since the 60s. Because they get paid by the government. FBI, Faith-Based Initiative. Dr. Umar Johnson brought that to my attention. So
look it up.
So when you say that kind of stuff, like say, find your pastor, take him off the government payroll, because you rich now. I wish Jay-Z would do some garbage like this. If you find a pastor who is for the people, and you support his ass, not no Creflo damn Dollar who wife named Taffy. I mean, by the way, if your damn wife named Taffy, the bitch a stripper. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord.
I'm sorry, Creflo. I'm just sorry. So you gotta.
He's not sorry.
So one of the pillars, once again, find your pastor that you can trust. and help him be the pastor for your people, because we do need something to hold us together, and religion will do it. B, find. I'm gonna say this, and I don't hope women don't take it wrong, but you got to get the fathers back in the home with these kids.
I was waiting for you to take a pause because I'm about to say you said that integration wasn't good for us. But how about we integrate the black fathers back into the houses?
Preach, brother. Keep going.
How about we integrate the fact that when you have a household with two parents in there, you're more likely to learn. You're more likely to do well in school. You're more likely to make better decisions because you have two people in that home. That's based on certain opinions. That's not always true, but for the most part, I know that for a fact that some kids learn better with two parents in the house.
I want you to keep going. I want to interject a few facts. 74% of the people in prison right now come from single-parent households. Fathers do keep kids out of prison. Keep going.
So that's what I would integrate back into there. Mm-hmm. The fact that now, since you have the black fathers at home, there's more support. Mm-hmm. Mom doesn't feel like she's by herself. Mom doesn't feel like she has to go and hit the corner. She got to touch the block.
Oh, another fact to insert. 80% of single-parent households led by women are below the poverty line. Fathers keep families out of poverty. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. And they would teach their kids, especially the boys, because that's what we need now. Boys, not these girly boys. We need boys. They would teach them how to stand up and pee, not sit down and pee.
I don't even want to interrupt. I do these stats. God dang. Listen. Why the average? Okay, I'm sorry. Scientifically speaking, 1%, just 1% of any given population of a species is homosexual. Just 1%. Humans right now are running about 5 to 6%, which is not normal. But the damn black community is kicking around 7%, which is damn ridiculous. It's not natural. Keep going.
That would then show these young men what it is to be crafty around the house. Mm-hmm. Like twinsinc said, learn a trade. Father being there, he's going to show you how to fix that pipe if it's busted. Mm-hmm. If there's a hole in the wall, how to plaster it and put that mesh up, and then mm-hmm. use the spatula and cover over it.
Exactly. Yeah, how to cut the grass, take the trash out.
How to change a tire, how to change oil.
Basic stuff.
Well, I think personally, I would say, fathers set expectations, and they teach responsibilities. Too many of these mothers, quote unquote, love their babies, but they ain't raising a damn thing.
And they give us discipline too.
Preach.
Cause I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's another topic too.
What mama not gonna whoop my ass for? Oh, daddy about to put 2 spanks. Bow, bow. Oh,
mm-hmm.
You gonna never do that shit again? The only time you ever probably make a mistake like that again is if you step out when you're becoming your own man.
Exactly.
That's facts.
And yeah, fathers teach boundaries. I will say this, something you said earlier about these kids not caring. They don't care because they've never been taught to care.
Empathy.
They don't have it. When fathers teach boundaries, they teach empathy. They teach you to take other people's perspectives and their pain and experiences, and they teach you to recognize it and accept it.
Let me give you an example for people who don't understand. So I have a son and I have a daughter, right? They're playing rough. My son rolls on top of his sister and elbows her in the eye, right? Now, most parents will grab the boy up and beat the boy and say, "What are you doing? You doing this?" Because he don't know what's going on. What they know is they're playing around. He did something. Sister got hurt. That's where dad steps in. I step in and say, hey, come here, boy. Let me talk to you. You can't do that to anybody, boy or girl. If you hit somebody in the eye, it's going to hurt, right? If I hit you in your eyes, will it hurt? Yes, sir. Okay. So what I'm teaching is that you got to be careful because she could have lost her eye. So I tell her, you apologize, you sorry, you didn't mean to, but when y'all play again, rough again, you do that again, we're going to play no more. Playtime, rough time's going to stop. If you don't know how to play without being cautious of the next person, it's a done deal. So right there, I'm teaching my son, one, be careful to play against, with anybody, but also his sister or any woman, you don't hit them in the eye, like that. Now, if it's like a life or death situation, that's okay. But right now, it's not life and death. We're just playing around. So I'm just teaching my son, you know, don't play so rough all the time with your sister because she's a girl. You can't punch her like you punch me.
Right. That's a fact.
So I want to learn about giving an example. But what I'm doing there without really just going in is teaching my son empathy, how to play with other people and not really hurt them because they don't know. The problem is that these boys who don't have their father or any man figure in their life teaching them those boundaries, they go out there and just hit anybody. So when they get so for example, when they got there and they're in a fight, and let's say it's a Royal Rumble, a young boy's not going to understand life or death. He's going to pick up a 2x4 and crack somebody in the head like, yeah, I got him. Meanwhile, he kills somebody. And then what happened is he goes to jail, and guess what? 30 years later, he gets out.
That's not the hole in somebody's pocket. I mean,
facts.
That's a whole different podcast.
And then, but hold on. But then when he come out, he had all this empathy. How he so apologetic. Like, I can't believe. I'm sorry that I was young and dumb. No, young and dumb is not an excuse. That's his excuse. I was young, but I ain't kill nobody.
Nope.
Well, once again, and sincerely agreed. That's the whole point. It's that fathers teach you to take to how far you got to go, and unfortunately, this isn't a crack. I hope this isn't misogynistic, but a lot of mothers will just tell the kid to sit down and don't do shit,
or beat the boy.
And a lot of mothers. This is how I disciplined my kids, and this is, me and my ex-wife had a lot of conversations about it. But if my child do something that needs to be disciplined, I do it swiftly and I do it compassionately, but I address it right then for what he did. My wife, total opposite. She wait till she put to the limit, hit the wall, and then her response was way out of proportion to what the fuck happened. Because she's mad about 4 or 5 other things that she let slide, and now she's just catching it up. So my children might be confused, but the point being is, you do something wrong, you get disciplined, you moderate your behavior, and you keep moving forward. Instead of wait for it to erupt, and then you go way further than you should have and could have went and it's unjustifiable later. That's the difference between having a father in the house and a mother most of the time. Not saying all these guys is good guys or nothing. Not saying all these mothers is crazy. But it's a reason most people in prison come from single-parent households primarily led by women. Because women don't have the same limits and understanding of the rules, I guess, that men have. And it shows, unfortunately, it shows.
We call that emotions. Sorry.
Well, but yeah, I mean, so anyway, that's it. I just wanted to touch base on that. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So you can keep going, Chuck, but just, that we get these fathers back in the house. That's where you was at. You got something else to go with that?
Learning a discipline. So, learning karate or jiu-jitsu or any form of that's going to help also, because that's giving you the guidelines of how to carry yourself on these streets.
Yeah, because they teach them about patience and listening in those karate classes. Like, you have to sit down, don't move.
Not to mention, from an educational standpoint, men learn better physically than women. So they learning martial arts. They also learning to get kicked in the damn stomach, not in a bad way.
Right.
You learn your lesson better if there's a little pain involved with it.
Unless you run up on that Juanita, she done got like 10 brothers,
I learned my lesson. Leave fucking Juanita alone.
I mean, that is a benefit of having multiple brothers and sisters.
Right.
Your little brother, you won't get beat up a little bit, so that does help you out. But most of the time, when it's just one, that's a problem. Or maybe two, and the age gap is one's 15 and one's 7. Yeah, once he 15, he run the streets. He don't care about little brother. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole different generation. It might not seem like it, but
it really is.
Yeah, it's different. I had 3 sisters, 2 older, 1 younger, but we were all pretty much the same age. So up to a certain point, my big sisters were monsters. So Yeah, I had somebody to look up to.
Until you got older and bigger, then they couldn't mess with you.
Until I got older, and all of a sudden they think I'm the oldest. I'm not the oldest. These bimbos older than me. Damn it, I'm not the older brother. They just make me look like it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but it's still. I mean, going back to the original thing, fathers back in the house. It's definitely it's part of the project as far as building up the black community and the youth.
Yeah, so that's like you got to do something about this church. You got to do something about the fathers in the home.
I mean, I would just pick.
Got to work on this education system.
Like if I had the money, like if I had $100 million right now, I'm gonna partner with LeBron James with the whole project that he's doing in Ohio, and I'll bring it to another state but expand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like he providing housing for those people now and everything. I mean, like I said before, in the community I go to, I make sure they have transportation because some communities don't have bus transportation. You have to walk about 5 miles before you get to a bus stop, right? Oh. But in those communities, what I would do is I make sure they have their own personal transportation.
And you use about transformation too.
I mean, both transformation and transportation, both.
I'm actually thinking back to what you said, Black Wall Street. Seriously, if I had Warren Buffett money, you could. I mean, nobody has $100 billion, but you can build a nation for that amount. I could. If let's say I hit for $800 million, I can buy a town in South Georgia, South Tennessee, whatever. I can literally buy a damn county.
Oh, a country.
Yeah. Well, I'm unfortunately American. I'll be here, but still, like, let's say that I bought something down South Georgia, right? I can own everything for 5-10 miles in every direction. I can do that for the low. I can encourage my people to move there.
Yep.
I can encourage companies to move there, or I can make my own companies. Once again, how hard is it? How hard is it to open up a grocery store? Or if I pay to build a grocery store, Kroger will come, Publix will come, movie theaters will come.
Or if it don't come, you just put your name on it and get the product coming in.
Exactly. And so we can do this. And if you build it, once again, I hate to say it, but this ain't for them. So the first thing I'm going to do is my police force will be black. We can argue all we want, but if your chief of police is black and all the police on the force are black, white people ain't moving to your community. That's just as simple as it's going to be. They're not going to do it.
But even add on to that, you're going to need also your own army.
Why would I need my own army?
I mean, what happened to the other Black Wall Street? They came and bombed them. I mean, it's saying they had police there.
But remember, there's never been no bombings in America of anything.
No legal bomb.
Right, no legal bombing that they want to talk about. But you bombed the whole town.
Listen.
Yeah, and Philadelphia. A lot of people don't know about that. Look it up.
Yeah, listen. I have also thoughts about that, but I don't want to mess up this podcast with it. But for real,
yeah,
you know what? It's a lot of black men, ex-military, just like these white boys running around the woods in Montana and Wyoming. We can start a militia.
Listen, man. To add
you about to get it shut down.
I know. We gonna move over that.
Yeah. To add to that, we need to start training, not us per se, but as we get older, to train our kids how to properly defend themselves.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Damn-lutely.
And and also critical thinking, because sometimes it's what, black people, it's okay to run away.
It is.
It is okay. It's okay. If you're surrounded by 10 people and you by yourself, it's okay to run away, live, to fight another day.
First of all, we used to run from our mamas when we was younger
about
that ass whipping. So
thank you for reminding me of hauling ass.
Listen,
I got that part down though.
Listen, when I was younger, I was this one neighborhood, and we were like the second black family in there. You know, and I played with the other kids, and of course they were all white, right? And this one kid, his name was Tommy. I put him on blast. His name was Tommy. He did little BB guns, little shot, little disc that spin out. He shot me with one, right? I ain't know him like that. I just knew him, but I ain't know him. I was mad. I picked up a little crab apple. I threw it right at him. Pow! Right in the middle of the forehead.
Okay.
Cool. All of a sudden, a horrid white boy started chasing me. I was gone. More of the story, I live to fight another day. Because anything could have happened if they caught me. They could have stomped me out, whatever. It happens all the time. But long story short, I ran it. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. But I tell you that, he did not shoot me ever again with nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still stand up to somebody and still, you know what I'm saying, get away, whatever, and hear respect. Because at the end of the day, he went and did that by himself. But he was cool because it was click. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when he went with a click, he wasn't so tough. But what I'm saying is that, listen, well, I said this the critical thing is like sometimes you don't have to be the big man all the time. You don't have to always try to be tough all the time. Because I see a lot of black men getting killed and shot over dumb stuff. I mean, let's be honest. The whole Chick-fil-A thing. It had nothing to do about the $4 sandwich. I'm sorry. Correction. Not Chick-fil-A. I do apologize. Popeyes. Popeyes. And the guy got killed, right? It wasn't over a $4 sandwich. It was over the disrespect of another man cut in front of him, right? And that's how the whole thing escalated. It wasn't escalated with the sandwich. It escalated because the man disrespected him. He cut him from, like, man, I'm taking. And I get it. At the end of the day, we're all men, right? And we're like, man, I'm a grown man. You can do that to me. But when you think about it, is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really worth it? I mean, it's hard to say in the heat of the moment because I think we've all been in a situation in the heat of the moment when we're like, what? You ain't going to do this to me? And you sit back like, I was really stupid. I could have really gotten real in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that dude, the one dude who got killed, I mean, I don't know who started it, but one person did. And I know the other person's like, damn.
Over a chicken sandwich.
Over a chicken sandwich or meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I skip this guy, like, dang, it was really that serious. And sometimes, like, you know what? Critical thinking, like.
Well, that boils back to what I said earlier about the fathers in the home, as you were saying.
There we go.
Is that
You're right. Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can make this make sense. So, all right, it's three of us at the table right now. I know that as a man, I don't know if I can beat you in a fight. I don't know if I can beat you in a fight. I do know that if I get out of pocket and I start talking shit, I'm gonna have to see if I can beat y'all in a fight.
Right.
And that, knowing that, do I feel like fighting? Is it in me to fight? Do I need this on me right now? Is what keep me in pocket, right? Now, fathers teach their sons that, unfortunately, men know that there's consequences for our actions.
Facts.
We get pulled over. My wife, my ex-wife, got pulled over multiple times. She got one ticket the entire time we was married. One. I know for a goddamn fact she deserved more than that. But she got one.
One ticket.
I have never, not once in my life, got off with a warning. If I get pulled over, I'm getting a damn ticket, period. So, I know that I have to act a certain way and maintain a certain decorum because I'm going to pay for my actions. Now, these kids who are being raised in single-parent households, these mothers can't teach you the fact that you got to pay for your actions if they're not paying for their actions, and most women aren't paying for their actions. So you saying stuff, popping off, getting crunk with somebody without any care about what the consequences of your actions. Now, once again, you do need to have respect, but I'll be hot goddamn if I'm a dog with a $4 chicken sandwich. Unless you put your hands on me and touch me and you ain't got no beef, because I am not willing to fight you,
right?
Just because you talking shit. Sticks and stones don't break my bone. I mean, sticks and stones do break my bone. But your words don't hurt.
Right.
But that's the problem. Is a lot of these kids are raised with these women who don't see consequences for their actions.
They're so emotional.
And so the kids are raised, and they don't get the whoopings they deserve.
No.
They are raised without consequences for their actions. So you think you can get in my face and say what you want to say, and I'm just going to take it. But I'm a grown man. I'm not going to take it. I'll knock you the hell out. Now you feeling like a little bitch because you got punked. So what's your thing? You can't beat me in a fight. So what you do?
Get a gun.
Exactly. I was brought up fighting. I'm going to say that. We fought a lot. I remember the first drive-by in my neighborhood. It was like 1989. One of the fools I grew up with shot up the house of another kid we grew up with. And it just blew my mind. I'm like, wait, I thought we was cool. How you gonna kill this boy that we grew up with? You know, but once again, that was the last time I actually got into a fist fight too. Because honestly, why am I going? You don't know how to fight. You don't know how to handle your business as a man. You don't know how to take a L. You take a L, you get your weight up, you come back. You take another L. Maybe you can't beat this dude. You live with that L because it ain't nothing but a fight. It ain't worth dying for just because my hands ain't as fast as yours.
Or maybe you take the L and you keep fighting until dudes say, fuck it, I respect you for having this courage to come back and keep fighting.
That's how I be sometimes.
But
I'm getting tired of fighting, man. I'm tired of fighting, man. Listen, we cool, man.
But I have never seen a reason for me to grab a gun on a person. You know, well, I have, but I don't want to say that. I mean, physically like that, because I've been robbed at gunpoint twice so far.
Right? I've gotten robbed at gunpoint too, so I understand.
I know what it feels like to have a gun aimed in your face. But the point being is, if you say something to me, my first thought is to end you. I will knock you the hell out. But it never enters my mind to end you. That's the first thought these kids have. That can only come from what they've been learning at home, what they've been internalizing. And that they could have never internalized that if there had been men in the house with them.
I mean,
in my opinion,
that's a fact, because the uncles are not there, the brothers are not there, the cousins are not there.
And they all been raised by single parents. I don't know what the hell. This whole generation screwed.
And the thing about it is, you can't even talk about slapboxing now. Because that's how slapboxing, how you gained your hands up. Yo, you slapboxing in that corner before that teacher came to class. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, you got me, bro. I got you tomorrow.
Yeah,
they
that's
don't
true.
know none of
That's
that. That's how you learn how to throw your hands.
Exactly.
Slapboxing. You know if you get slapped 3 times on one side, put your goddamn hand up.
Or you be done. Like, you know what? This
right.
ain't for
exactly,
me.
Man.
And then at that point, you learn at a certain age. You know what? I'm gonna watch my mouthpiece because I know it comes to fist. I don't got it.
I ain't got the hands for that.
And I like it. And I like getting hit in the face. If smacking hurts, imagine what the fist gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you learn, and that's the thing we learn as growing up. I mean, you get in a fight, you go back, and that's it. But like you said, I never crossed my mind about I'm gonna get a gun and shoot a person.
Right, and it's just like it also goes for sports too. These kids be quick to want to say, "Yeah, I want to be the next Odell Beckham Jr." First day on the field, I want to play soccer.
Or they mama boys, or don't want to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So it's like I know 2 dudes got in a fight because one player got hit too hard from another player. We're playing football, pads and all. He's a tough dude, but he couldn't take a hit.
Bro,
imagine how that sounds.
There's no sport. I mean, there's sports, but what I consider sports that we know are basketball, football. That's what most of us grew up on. I'm not saying soccer too. You know? Sometimes.
We play kickball.
Kickball, well, I'm just saying. But, okay, those are 3 major sports which you can make money in. Mm-hmm. And every one of them is a contact sport. Well, now you got to lie down the quarterback and put a pillow under his head to make sure you don't get a flag. But, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Those are the 3 most known sports in the world is the 3 most physical sports in the world, because you could get tackled playing soccer and break your leg and be done for the year. Mm-hmm. Look at Gordon Hayward. He jumped up, went for a rebound, came down, his ankle was this way, his leg was that way. So, come on, let's be real.
Exactly.
That kid from that school from in Jersey, he went to go tackle somebody, he's crippled, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah. You know what, that's on that subject.
Like, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, these kids these days, they don't know what it is. They're so emotional and so in their feelings about everything. Oh my God, I'm stressed out with homework. My mom don't want to do me, buy me this Jordans. The kids keep picking on me. Yo, you got a mouthpiece. The same way they can talk to you can talk to them, bro.
You know what my son told me about? I didn't know what the word was. I didn't know what the hell it meant. He explained to me what rage quit meant. Huh? Rage quit.
When in a game?
When you playing a game and somebody beat you so bad, you get mad and quit.
Oh,
on a damn video game.
So they go dashboard. So they turn the game off, completely off.
He broke his joystick. You don't buy a goddamn thing in here. But I'm just saying, it's a game, son. Sometimes, hey, you know how many times I done got popped in the back of the head playing Halo or something like that? Like, dude, it's a game.
Yeah. But then what the kids don't like challenging themselves no more.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I lose. All right, get better. Like my son, we went to like a Dave and Buster's last weekend, right? Mm-hmm. Him and sister playing a game. Sister won, and he started pouting and ready to cry. I said, "You better not start crying, boy."
Over a game.
I said, "What we're not gonna do?" I said, "No. This is what you do. You lose. I understand it don't feel good, but guess what? You get back. you practice and you get better, and it's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? You push yourself, but you don't sit there and start crying.
Nope.
And the grandmom, child, baby, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a point y'all make. Like, don't baby the boy. No, we teach him at a young age. If you lose, because everybody can't win. Everyone can't be number one.
Everybody don't get a participation.
Oh no, we ain't doing that neither. So the point y'all make is
for third place?
Dude,
I mean, fourth place?
No, they get participation trophies just for playing at the end of the season.
Oh, my
Dude,
bad.
it's garbage.
Oh.
It's garbage.
So as y'all can
Only
hear
the
now,
winners get a
so
trophy.
I know the topic was about what we do with $100 million, but you see where our passion is at, and our passion is our community, our kids, and the youth, because that's how we're going to change anything. You know, I mean, we can have all the money in the world, but if you don't start with the youth, it doesn't matter. That's why LeBron James opened up I Promise School, because he wanted to attack the youth. He could have did anything else. He could have invested in all these, Starbucks and all these companies.
He did, but he had extra money left over because he paid.
He has over $1 billion. He making money, but he put his money, into the youth in his own hometown. He didn't go nowhere. I know he moved to California, but he didn't go to California and start a school. He went back to his old neighborhood. He grew up in Akron, Ohio, to start the school. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went back to his roots.
No more Asian fucking beauty supply stores. It's black-owned beauty supply stores.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. All businesses.
No, none of them. No Akbars at the corners for them corner stores, bro. It's gonna be, yo, Mr. Williams, what's up? Good morning. How you doing?
Facts. And I'm glad you said that. So for instance, everyone I know that has a business, black person I know is a business, right? Even though they may not have their own store, but because I'm a millionaire, I'm going to invest in them. Meaning this, hey, I'm a
supply with that brick and mortar.
Like, I'm gonna help you out. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's a sweet deal I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you whatever it is. Let's say it's $500,000 to get the business rolling, your inventory, the store, whatever. I'm gonna give you $500,000 to get started, and we'll sign a contract. Right now, you're gonna get paid 70. I get paid 30. Right? 30% of your job company. Right? Hear me out. Once you either pay me off before or equal up to $500,000, you get 100% back of your company back to you.
Well, you don't get it back, but you can buy me out at a fair market price.
That works too.
We're not going to go into this and be like, hey, the loan is paid back. The initial investment is paid back. You want to be 100% owner? Give me fair market value. My hands is up. You good to go.
That works too. But I'm gonna help everybody to get started. But every business I'm gonna have in my community is gonna be first somebody who owns a business. So before I do any fast food, if someone has a special sandwich they make, guess what? Here's your opportunity to start your business. If you have your own little shake, bring your shake. You forget Planet Smoothie. You can be your own Planet, whatever you want to be.
Exactly. You want to open a clothing store?
And then what? Right. Everyone has their own clothing store.
Everybody need a clothes.
Exactly.
And it's just like how is it Taco Bell and KFC are in like in one building?
Yeah.
If you don't have the full amount of money to invest, you could split a building with somebody until you get the money up, so you could have your own brick and mortar.
Yeah,
exactly. It's so many empty plazas around here.
And then not to mention, I don't care what nobody says, but there has to be a bus line that brings you not only around the corner, then you got to take another bus to go around the other corner to come down the street to walk to my house. Nah, this bus line is going to meet at intersections, major intersections, because people live on this bus line. There's jobs on this bus line. And you need to go east, you need to go west. There's going to be a bus line for each direction.
You know what? And because you said that, I'm going to hire a great architect, someone who didn't do Atlanta's traffic thing here. So
that's called city planning, and that's what I was
That's the first thing I'm going to do. I said, listen, here's the land that I have.
Yeah, look at my face, bro.
And I need to make sure that you can have transportation that goes everywhere. And even when it gets congested, you know what I'm saying? I need everybody to be able to navigate everywhere. Like, I don't need the main highways to be jam-packed. You got 4 lanes, you still can't get nowhere. That makes no sense.
We should have a whole nother podcast about Atlanta's effed up traffic.
I'm just saying.
On purpose.
But that's the first thing I'm going to do, before I go back. Before I do in the school, before I build the community, I make sure the travel is on point. Because everybody can't drive. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and with that being said, too, now that saves on the carbon footprint that America's been talking about for years, because now there's a bus system through a whole state that you can travel on. In our community, everything is going to be efficient. Solar panels.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
No games.
No, period.
And if there's access for us to have a dam, hydroelectric is also something I rock with too.
Some turbines.
Turbines, that's it.
It's an open field. Put up a damn turbine.
That's
Get some
it.
wind
You're
going.
giving light to a whole community, so now people are not investing in P&E or Procter. General Electric.
Mm-hmm.
No, we are the electric. We are the ones that's paying for our gas and water and light to be ran in our community.
Exactly. Dude.
So that's so pretty much.
See?
So if anybody come across $100 million and they ready to start something, you have 3 minds here that's ready to hit the ground running with you, get some ideas, and ready to build our own Wakanda or whatever you want to call it, and to get this thing rolling.
Yeah, and I will say, you give me $1 billion and I am going back to Africa.
Ain't wrong with that.
Because it's a lot of places in Africa where you can start from scratch and do it the way you want to. But everybody who can get on the plane can come with me. We ain't coming back though. It's a one-way ticket.
Like when you go to the moon?
When they go to the moon.
Or when you go to Mars?
When they go. There ain't nobody in my complexion gonna be on Mars for a long time.
Oh, you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Dude, pretty sure.
I don't know if we ever been to the moon. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah, whole nother subject.